So your ears are supposed to go in there, both of them. Who's that? It's me. Oh, you can't. I wonder where you've gone for this thing. Get on. So I'll get off the bike. Have you got anything in yet, Mark? Okay, mate. Come off here. Over to you. No coats at all, handbag or anything.
Well, there's lots of roles I'd like to play. But I'd like to do new work, really. If I can make a living, then that's great. In this profession, that's one of the hardest things to do, I think, really. Just keep paying the mortgage. I was out of work a lot. You know, when I was a teenager, when I left school, and my mum and dad were very supportive, and you were always forever lending me money and looking after me, really.
How do they feel about your success?
I think they're very proud, yeah. I think most parents would be proud to see any of their children get any kind of success, but when you're on the television, I suppose people still think of it as very glamorous, don't they? They don't really know, do they? It's really hard work for us all.
Show him everything he's got, he wants.
Right again. Cut. Once again, please. By the door.
Please, thank you.
This is the one. Lively. Action.
Oh, I'm so glad you've arrived, Mr. Owen. I was coming back from our journeys, you know, over at Helmsley.
Quite a change for you as well from the role that everybody knew you in, EastEnders.
Yeah, it was a gamble. I'd been there a long time, 5 years, eventually. And after about the third year, I thought it was possibly time to leave. But you get used to the money, you have to pay your mortgage, you get used to the kind of security, really, which we never have in this profession. But enough was enough for me. I just wanted to do something else. Just more of a challenge, really. And so I left and did some theatre. Did a radio show and bits and pieces on the box. And then this came up.
Can I just ask you briefly about the singing?
Well, it all happened because of EastEnders, really. There was a storyline that some of the young members of the cast were to start up a band and all this kind of thing, and then they decided that I was going to sing this song, and then they decided to release it as a record. And it was all very much what they wanted to do, and I wasn't really in control of what was going on, and just felt quite manipulated by it, really. And so vowed to never do another one. Obviously, I've now learned never to say never, because this time the producers suddenly said, would I sing the theme tune? And at first I was horrified by the idea, and then rethought again and thought, well, maybe it's not such a bad idea, really. And I did, and it was very successful, so obviously the first time wasn't really a fluke.
Hey, Mrs., he said. Stop, Mrs.
And he had no clothes?
No, he was naked as the day he was born. I'll tell you, Constable, I've never pedalled so fast in my life. Showing everything he'd got, he was.
Got it. Right, that's a wrap. Thank you very much.
Great.
That's a wrap. Good night. We'll meet you at 9 in the morning to go to Whitby Boat. Okay, 9 o'clock. Breakfast is on from 8:30.
We had snow on the ground during the filming of this next episode. There was a wedding, and a spot of bother involving one of the local respectable citizens, and a bizarre case for Ashfordley Police. A thief who liked to tidy up before he left the scene of the crime.
Very neat job. No marks on the window.
Looks like the same bloke. Only took silver.
Blaketon won't like it. He was hoping Chummy had moved off our patch.
Still alive and nicking.
Oh, dear.
And still leaving his little trademark. Apparently, these magazines were all over the place before he broke in.
Tied it up?
Oh, it tallies with all the other silver thefts.
Yeah, at Strensford, the vicar said some plates had been put away.
At Elstonby, he did the washing up.
An house-proud silver thief. Extraordinary. Well, are you waiting for him to come in and dust the cells? Go out there and catch him.
What's up?
Do I join Ferrenby or take the job in Middlesbrough? The hospital need to know.
Alex can't be that bad to work with.
It's the way he works. His age. It's all that brown paint in his surgery.
He wants you. Your methods, a new approach. People here get sick the same as they do in London. So maybe you're the person they need to drag this place into the 1960s.
I can't offer you the white heat of modern technology, but you wouldn't have come back to Aidensfield if that's what you really wanted, would you? Hmm? What are you doing now?
Right now, nothing.
Excellent. Come with me on my round, eh? Meet some more of the patients. Get a feeling for the challenge. Well, that is if you feel you'd like to.
Yes, sure.
Good. Good.
Again?
Afraid so, Mr. Townsend.
Why can't this bloke do his burglaries when I'm not so busy? Selby, you say?
Yeah. Here's a list.
And here we are. Abram Salters. Looks a bit muddy out there. If you'd rather stay in the car.
I expect you get all sorts of stuff passed through here.
Yeah, Victoriana to vegetables, decorative doilies.
That's King George V, isn't it? Who are the other blokes?
First World War leaders. Marshal Foch, President Wilson.
Is that Kitchener?
Nah, it's El Haig. Kitchener's missing, I'm afraid. Pity. Sorry, no villains selling through us this week.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to have responded, does it, Mr. Salter?
I think it's the damp what does it.
These can't do much good either.
What do you think, Kate?
A touch of pneumonia. It's only mild, Mr. Salter, and certainly nothing modern medicine can't put right.
No, but I think we'd better beef up his antibiotics just the same.
What about changing to oxytetracycline? He may have built up a resistance to penicillin.
Right. Ah, is she taking good care of you, Mr. Salter?
Oh, yes. She brings me a hot meal every day, does Miss Sterling.
Good. Well, now, you keep on eating properly, and together we'll have you up and doing in no time.
Hello, Doctor. Nurse?
This is Dr. Rowan, Miss Sterling.
Good morning.
Well, we'll be off then. Kate, my dear, I know you may be a bit rusty, but watch the bedside manner, eh? It's not good for patient confidence to have two doctors indecisive over treatment.
I just don't think we could work together. I know you're not keen on me going for that hospital job.
No, that's not true. I want you to be happy, that's all.
That's what I want as well.
Good God.
What?
They're getting married. Not hanging about either.
Who?
Alan Maskell and Sandra. Hey, you don't think she's up the duff, do you?
Don't be daft. She's on the pill.
Oh, yeah. Still, that'd be one thing about taking the hospital job.
What?
Well, they don't shut on Saturdays. You might have to work on the 23rd. Hello, Aidensville Police. Yeah. Oh, hello. Yeah. Yeah, hang on. I'll get her for you.
Turn the light off.
It's for you.
Leave me alone.
Get up. The phone, it's for you.
But it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
It's Dr. Ferrenby. You better not keep him waiting, it sounds urgent. Turn the light off.
Oh, Kate, my dear. Sorry to drag you out at this hour, but I thought you'd appreciate seeing the practice at its most unattractive.
Absolutely, Alex.
I had a call from Penelope Sterling. I'm afraid one of her old people is sinking fast.
Miss Sterling? At this time of night? She keeps odd hours.
Well, don't we all? I'll be jolly glad when my new assistant arrives, whoever she or he may be.
She had some lovely things.
I suppose so, yes.
Oh, what a pity. One of these ink bottles is missing, isn't it?
I've no idea.
Looks quite precious.
Well, I don't know anything about that kind of thing. It'll all be sold off at auction, I expect.
Didn't she have any relatives?
No, another lonely old soul like all the ones I visit.
There we are. There's the death certificate. Will you see to the undertaker?
Leave it to me, Doctor.
Good. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
I'm sorry about yesterday, Doctor. I think we got off on the wrong foot.
Oh, we all make mistakes. You get off home. It can't be doing you much good making house calls at 4 in the morning.
Oh, I'm often out and about at this time of night.
Good night.
Good night.
Apart from the missing silver candlesticks, did you notice anything else at all?
In what way?
I know it might sound silly, but was anything put away or tidied up?
Well, yeah. Someone's finished our jigsaw.
10 shillings to Mr. Dowd. Lot 25. Quite interesting. This is a South African campaign medal, circa 1902-1903. The presentation boxes would have contained tobacco. It's all been framed. Anyone start me £2? Do I hear £2? £2, thank you. £2.10. £2.10, £2.10 shillings, £3, £3, £3. Any more on it? Any more?
Morning, Walter.
No. £3 to the lady.
How are your nippers getting with then?
Oh, aye. Proper job and all. The lass has no dad, so it's all down to me, worse luck.
Of course, the true love never did run cheap, you know. Hey, mind you, I might be able to get you a nice morning suit half price.
Get away, there's no wrong with my old suit.
28.
Hey, how about flowers?
Oh, aye. Need more than a bunch of daffs out of the woods.
Transport then, I bet you're not fixed up a car.
Man, it'll have to be cheap. What can he do me for a £5?
Oh, get you something really smart for that.
All above board, mine.
Hey, come on, Walter. How long have you known me? Of course it'll be above board.
£4, 10 shillings to the lady.
Miss Sterling?
OK, but you ask.
We're getting married on the 23rd. Are you free to play the organ?
I think so. Pop into the church tomorrow about 12 and we'll talk about the music.
Come on, you two, you miss the kitchen stuff.
6 guineas. Mr. Atherton. Lot 35, one incomplete set of Toby jokes depicting First World War figures made by Wilkinson's, designed by Carruthers. 10 of the 11, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, Lord Kitchener is missing. Certainly collectible. All start made 100 guineas. 80 guineas. 80 guineas. 85, 85, 90, 95 guineas. 95 guineas against you, sir. All done then at 95 guineas sold to Miss Sterling.
You've done this before, Miss Sterling.
What? Oh, it's you, Constable.
You seem very knowledgeable. I wouldn't know where to start.
Oh, it's simple, really. Know what you want and what you're prepared to pay. Well, it helps if you know a bit about antiques.
Well, you obviously do.
I like to surround myself with old things. In a previous life, I even worked for a dealer in Lincoln.
I thought you'd always live round here.
No, a rolling stone, Constable.
Well, don't you miss the antiques business?
To tell you the truth, I wasn't very good at it. Fell in love with the stock. Couldn't bear it when anything got sold. Excuse me.
Large tureens and stands, one small tureen with stand and ladle. Also next to it, stand and ladle.
$85, $90, $95, $400.
Thank you.
Not at all, madam. Thank you. Call in again sometime.
Very neat and tidy, Constable. Worth a Boy Scout badge.
Yes, Sergeant.
Now then, this Shaw Taylor stuff's all very well, but I want results. Division are threatening a permanent CID presence here until this chap's caught, and we don't want that, do we, Ventress?
No, Sarge.
No, Sarge. So, what new leads have we got?
Well, nothing new.
No one ever hears him. But he always tidies up afterwards. It's like he's mocking us, the fact that we can't catch him.
Bellamy. That's his fatal flaw. That's his Achilles heel. And that's why we'll catch him. And when we do, you should take a lesson, Ventress.
Oh, yes, Sarge.
Yes, Sarge. So, as we haven't got any leads, what about some crime prevention? Go round the likely houses, warn the occupiers.
Yes, sir.
Right, move!
Sergeant, Penelope Sterling.
What about her? You don't think she's the burglar, do you?
No, Sergeant. No, I think she's up to something.
What?
Well, I'm not sure what.
With her good works, Rowan, that lady is a saint.
Like to get his hands on this.
Thank you very much.
You said to come and see her.
Yes, of course. You just made me jump.
You see, you have something, Lord Ashfordley, that this burglar wants.
Well, it can't be money.
No, this burglar specialises in silver. Are your cabinets alarmed?
Good God, I couldn't afford that. I'm still trying to bring the plumbing into the 20th century.
But you do have an alarm that rings through to our police station.
Yes, the insurance company's idea.
And what's wired up to it?
Not much, I'm afraid. This picture here is the Vermeer in the Great Hall and the tapestry in the gallery upstairs.
And the alarm rings straight through to us.
That's it, makes no sound here at all.
Well, perhaps you should put some of this in the bank for a while. We don't think the villain's local, so he'll probably move on soon. Unless we catch him first, of course.
Funny old things, aren't they? Quite ugly, really. Odd.
Strange?
Yeah, strange. Picked them up this morning, actually. Small antique shop in Strensford. All First World War leaders.
I saw some just like these. Unfortunately, Lord Kitchener was missing.
Well, it can't be these. That's Kitchener just there.
It's a bit muddy, Alex. If you'd rather stay in the car.
Yes, I would, actually.
You can't.
Yes, I can. I can do what I like. Go on, off you go.
Let me see that general storm. Let me ride that rain once more. Give me my
Tough at the top, isn't it, Doctor?
A woman?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Late 50s, sensible clothes.
Do you know her name?
No idea.
Has she been in before selling stuff?
No, I've never seen her before.
Did she know the value of what she had?
Yeah, she wanted 400, not a penny less. And she insisted on cash. Very specific about that.
And was the set complete?
Oh, of course, I wouldn't have paid half as much if it wasn't.
I'm very pleased, Mr. Salter. You're coming along quite nicely.
It's your pretty face that's done the trick, Doctor. Now, you tell old Fellenby I only want to see you from now on.
We'll have to see. I better be off. Bye-bye.
Bye.
He wants me to read to him. We've just started Great Expectations. He used to be an English teacher. Loved to read. Unfortunately, his eyes aren't up to it anymore.
Some of those look quite special.
Oh, I wouldn't know. One book looks much like another to me.
You do all this voluntarily?
My reward is seeing them happy.
Thank you.
Your Lord Kitchener was definitely missing when I sold them. That's how the Toby jokes came from Major Fitch.
Who?
Major Fitch. Or rather, his estate. He died a couple of months ago.
Is there a widow?
No relatives at all. Miss Sterling used to look after him, take him his meals, that kind of thing.
Miss Sterling? Is she a regular customer of yours?
Fairly regular, yeah.
What does she buy?
Well, usually she only buys when we sell her old people's things, like with Major Fitch. I suppose she buys little things to remember them by.
Does she ever sell things here?
Not to my knowledge, no. You're worried she might be a target for this silver burglar of yours?
Something like that, yeah.
Major Fitch.
Yeah. I want to know if he reported anything stolen when he was alive.
Well, he wouldn't have reported it dead. In any case, he was dead before the silver burglar moved on to our patch.
No, it's not silver I'm interested in. It's Lord Kitchener.
No, nothing here.
Ah, great. Thanks, Alf.
Decisions, eh? The unsociable hours of the houseman versus the unsociable hours of a GP. Well, just don't ever become part of the brain drain, Kate. This country needs good doctors.
What did you want when you first came here, Alex?
The question hardly applies. It was all so different then. Mainly private patients, and a doctor had position. Now I'm just part of the landscape, being slowly eroded by time and the winds of social change. And things are changing, you know, Kate. Even if not as fast as you might like.
Do you regret it, though? The change?
Regret? No, I just belong to a time that's past, when age meant respect. Now it's a time for the young. And I'm not young any longer. A doctor today needs your kind of drive, Kate.
Good night, Alex.
Good night, my dear.
That's the church, the organist, the flowers, and a cake. What about a car?
I know a bloke in Ashford will do us a good deal.
It's all right, I've sorted it.
Oh? Great.
I just don't believe it. She's a good woman. A bit brusque, but a heart of gold.
Yeah, well, I think Penelope's halo has just slipped. I should get the proof tomorrow.
How?
Townsend is auctioning off Elsie Baker's effects. I bet she'll be there.
She's not interested in antiques.
Who told you that?
She did. The night Elsie Baker died, and again at Mr. Salter's.
Well, there you are. She told me she used to work for an antique dealer in Lincoln. All right. OK, where'd she get her money from? She's hardly the private income sort, is she? But when they auctioned off Major Fitch's effects, she splashes out 95 guineas on an incomplete set of 10 Toby jugs. Now, later that day, someone answering her description sells a complete set of 11 Toby jugs for £400.
Well, maybe she found the other one in another antique shop. Maybe she bought those 10 to make up a set. Maybe she got lucky.
Yeah, well, maybe her luck just ran out. Do you want another one?
All right.
Hello, Alan.
Need your advice. You had speeches at your wedding, didn't you?
Yeah.
When my dad toasts us, I toast the bridesmaids. Who does the best man toast?
I'm not sure he toasts anyone. What does the best man think?
Derek's in London. I ain't been able to speak to him.
A Londoner?
Yeah, well, he's from around here. Moved to London last year. He's a great laugh. You'll like him.
Do you want a drink?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, excuse us a minute, look. You organised transport?
Got you a cracking motor. She looked like Princess Margaret sat in the back.
Good.
Hey, that reminds me. Have you got a photographer sorted out?
Dress looks fab. I've got an old bracelet, new shoes, blue earrings. I'm just short on something borrowed.
What about a garter?
Have you got one?
I bought one for our wedding, but it's not the sort of thing you can wear down the pub.
Thanks.
Everything else all right?
Yeah, it's fine. Except I'm not that keen on Alan's best man, a chap called Derek.
Why?
He's got a big mouth. I'm a bit worried about what kind of speech he's going to make.
All right. Yeah, thanks for checking. I will. Yeah. Bye. PC Hardwick at Lincoln sends his regards, Alf.
What do you want with Lincoln?
Ah, come on, you two, don't hang about.
What is it, sir?
Ashfordley Hall, their alarm. Bellamy, mind the shop.
You can trust me, sir.
I'm terribly sorry. New maid, more thorough than usual, decided to dust behind the picture. One touch and the alarm goes off.
Well, no harm done then, sir.
Well, I'm awfully sorry. I'll try and keep it switched off during the daytime in future.
Sir, would you mind leaving the picture at this angle?
What on earth for?
If the silver burglar who likes to tidy up comes here, we'll give him something to tidy.
Good idea, Rowan. With your permission, of course, my lord.
Just don't muck up like you did the fish.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this morning's auction, the first section of which deals with the sale of jewellery and silverware, much Georgian silverware up for sale. In fact, the first item, lot 1, is a late Georgian silver inkstand, fitted central taper and snuffer, with, unfortunately, only one cut glass, silver-capped ink bottle. So who'll start me at 5 guineas? 5 anyway. Thank you, Miss Sterling. 5 guineas.
I've thought long and hard about it, and I've decided I'm not going to take the job with Ferrenby. It's not for me. I'm a hospital doctor.
So, Middlesbrough.
I know I've let you down.
No, you haven't. Whatever you think is right for you.
Well, I just don't want to become old, reliable Dr. Rowan, ranked one above the knit nurse. I don't want to become part of the scenery.
But the scenery is not that bleak round here. Yeah, all right, join the hospital. Go back to never getting to know your patients. Go back to the 30-hour days, petty politics and bureaucracy. I was there last time, Kate, remember?
I knew it. I knew you didn't want me to take that job.
No, I just don't want you looking back on your hospital work in London with rose-tinted glasses. You've been knocking Ferrenby and his practice. I thought I'd even things up a bit.
Well, that's very kind of you.
Look, Kate, whatever happens, you'll never be just part of the scenery.
Well, it's your last chance to back out now, Alan. We could be on the A1 in an hour and in London before the pub shut.
Derek.
You want to move to London? There's a whole scene going down there.
I've got the garage, and besides, Sandra doesn't want to move.
Yeah, well, if things don't work out...
Shut it, Derek. It's my wedding day.
So what do I have to do again?
Take that gum out for a start. Not there! This car's seen better days as it is.
You stand on my left, then we walk down the aisle till we get to Alan, then we stop. You take a step back and to the left. Stand there and don't say anything.
I told you to get a haircut.
Mom.
What will Alan's parents think?
Dad'll be too pissed to notice anyway.
Vince!
We got a groovy kind of...
I don't like ties.
How much did you drink last night?
She looks like butter wouldn't melt in her mouth.
So where's your proof?
I was sure they would have had something on her at Lincoln. Are you in charge of this vehicle, Mr. Greengrass?
What? Oh, yes. It's polished up quite nice, isn't it?
Well, make sure you return it to its rightful owner before I'm back on duty. All right?
Thanks for letting me borrow this.
Not at all. I hope you're both very happy together. Remember?
Whose idea was it to let Greengrass supply your car?
Alan's dad? Why, something wrong?
Nick was just admiring it.
I'll see you later. Enjoy yourselves.
This is your day off.
Oh, yeah. Me and Ringo were like that. And I went to school with Paul. Great mates.
Don't believe a word he says. His own mouth he is.
Just 'cause you got no gear groups in Yorkshire.
Scousers, full of wind.
You what?
Behave you. Walter, Mr. Greengrass wants paying.
Are you Vince?
No, I'm a friend of Alan's.
Oh, you're a Londoner. I live down there myself now. It's a great place. It's a bit dead up here, though, isn't it? It's all right if you like morgues, eh? I'm Derek, by the way.
Oh, Nick.
Do you fancy livening yourself up a bit?
Sorry?
You know, lemonade for the brain.
Oh, right.
I tell you, this stuff is fan-bloody-tastic. I'll do you a good deal. You know, us London boys have got to stick together. Here, have that on the house. If you want some more, you know where to find me.
I hate moments like this. Why can't I go out, have a good time, and just for once forget what I do for a living?
What's happened?
Derek, the best man, just gave me some drugs.
At a wedding?
What is it?
I think it's Durafed. An amphetamine like speed. Black bombers?
Miss Sterling! I thought you did very well with your Toby jugs. I was talking to a friend of mine. Apparently they're quite valuable.
Oh, I'm not really in touch with
Well, I'd
them.
love to have a look at them. Maybe I can pop round someday.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I've just spotted an old friend of mine. Will you excuse me?
Someday off.
I'd better be going.
Oh, already?
You played lovely in church. Well, thank you. It was a very nice spread. Make sure the car is returned to Mr. Salter. I'd hate him to think it was stolen.
What was that about?
Claude. I only borrowed it. I'm taking it back.
I told you they were good, didn't I?
Yeah, hey, yeah. That's getting to me though, that, yeah.
You feeling good?
Yeah. Yeah, they're demon, aren't they? You got any more?
How many do you want?
No. Outside.
So how many do you want?
Well, how about I'll take the lot?
What cost you?
No. It'll cost you. I'm a copper. You're nicked.
You bastard!
Right. Now I'll count to 3. 1.
What'd you say to me, you Liverpool sod?
2.
What did you call me, you pisshead?
No offence, like, you scouse get.
3.
I thought this was your day off, Rowan.
What was the first thing you said to me when I arrived in Aidensfield?
Go on. Remind me.
If you're here, you're on duty.
Fentress!
Bloody hell! Ashford Leo!
It better not be someone doing late-night dusting. Let's go. Police, stay where you are! Right. If you'll just sign the statement.
There is something else you can help us with. We found this among your things. no one's reported it stolen. Where'd you get it from? I'm sure our man nicked this from Miss Sterling's house before she bought the rest of the inkstand at auction.
Hang on, Rowan. How did she get it?
Well, when she's looking after the old people, she'll have a good sniff round and sort out the most valuable objects.
And always sets of things.
Yeah, exactly. She borrows one of the set. The victims are too old to notice just one thing missing. Then, when they die, if there's an auction, she'll move in and legitimately buy the rest at a much lower price because the set's incomplete. Then later, she sells the complete set and cashes in.
I see.
So shall I get her in?
What for?
Well, theft.
All you've got is the word of a burglar. All your witnesses are dead.
Yeah. I feel ever so much better. Thank you. Both of you.
Oh, nothing to do with me. I'm told I'm not pretty enough to have any effect on you. Is that right?
Yeah, I've missed all these. If ever I'm confined to bed again, build me some shelves in the bedroom, will you, so as I can die in peace. Yeah, that's funny.
What is?
This set of Charles Dickens. Oliver Twist's missing.
That's a very serious allegation, Sergeant. Yes, I have Mr. Salter's copy of Oliver Twist, but I can assure you I did ask him if I could borrow it.
He said you didn't.
Well, I'm sorry, but I did. He must have forgotten. Well, you know how old people are.
Do you still have that inkstand you bought at auction by any chance, Miss Sterling?
Yes, of course. Why?
Remind me, it was incomplete when you bought it. Wasn't one of the ink bottles missing?
Yes.
Well, Miss Sterling, we believe this was stolen from you.
Oh, thank goodness you found it.
So you were burgled?
Yes.
Why didn't you report it?
Well, I was going to, of course, but this was the only thing that was taken. And you've recovered it so quickly. There.
You're very smart, Miss Sterling. But I must warn you. We know what you're doing, and we know how you do it. And you must remember, a lady with your reputation, any hint of a scandal. So, the ink bottle. It's ours. Evidence.
Yes, of course, Sergeant.
Rowan.
Well?
I'll go and tell him.
Well, go on then.
Aren't you going to come with me?
No, I'll wait here. Go on.
really looking forward to it, Alex.
Oh, my dear, so am I. Oh, wait a minute. I got a present for you.
When did you get that made?
A couple of weeks ago. I knew you'd say yes in the end.
Here, hold on. They've spelt your name wrong.
What? Excuse me.
It's all right. She's your new doctor.